Hey, welcome to Tabletop Skirmish Games. I'm Lee, and in this video we'll be taking a look at issue 484 of the White Dwarf magazine. This is the January 2023 issue, the first of the year, so let's get stuck in and we'll have a good overview of what's included, and hopefully this will give you a good idea of what to expect should you wish to add a copy to your collection. So real good issue this month, loads to look at. We've got all different games covered for 40k, Kill Team, Age of Sigmar, Warcry and Middle-earth as well, and there's a little bit in there for Warhammer Underworlds too. So yeah, covering lots of games, which I think is really cool, and some great photos and artwork this month. We've got a real nice cover going on here, some really cool artwork, and if you subscribe to the magazine, you get these full page artwork pieces, and it's good to subscribe actually because you save some money. You end up paying $4.99 a month. That includes delivery as well in the UK, which is cool, and you can pay like annually or every quarter. So yeah, nice option there, or just pick it up each month, getting the issues you really want. So here we can get a look at what's included. Loads of action going on with Kill Team and the boarding actions for 40k, and some pullouts included as well, which is a common thing now. Here we've got the contact page where people send in letters and photos of things they've been painted, that kind of thing. And some great ones. You've got the Carcadrak there, the Lord on the Carcadrak. You've got these cool robots at the top from the Adeptus Mechanicus. I really like those, but the army just isn't for me. But as far as models go, I think they're really cool. And you've got some other really nice ones. You've got the Judicar down the bottom. Awesome model. One I was tempted to get for my Stormcast Eternals, but holding off for now. Then we're on to Worlds of Warhammer. This is a nice regular article where they get some of the designers and writers from Games Workshop to talk about different aspects of Warhammer. We're looking at 40k this month. And then a nice double page battlefield promoting the Imperial Guard there with that new Rogal Dawn tank. Can't wait for that. And you got the Helldrake in the top right from that new Chaos Space Marines Battle Force box set. So really promoting these two armies now, which both look awesome. Then we're on to Arcs of Omen. Now we're going to get a creator's insight into this new way to play the game. So really fun issue this month. You can see some great photography in there. I really like seeing all the models with the backdrop of this new terrain. It just looks awesome, and some really cool artwork as you go through and have a look at everything. Then we're on to Bitter Ambition, Arcs of Omen, Herald of Misery. This article is part of the Flashpoints regular articles that come out, and they explore different regions or war zones at a different point in time. And so now we're going to be looking at Flashpoint Herald of Misery. The Herald of Misery is the Space Hulk that this new narrative arc is going to be focusing on, and so we're going to be playing lots of missions in here now, and this is a really cool section of it that's going to go into the new Untamed arc missions, and you've got these cool tiles that are included as a pullout. And these are called warp-infected entity tiles. And at the start of each battle, these warp-infected entity tiles are placed on the battlefield face down, and then they tie into the mission. So this is really cool, getting us right in now to how we're going to be playing these boarding action games. And here's a mission called Dominate the Darkness. You get this really cool map. And as you can see, these are pretty wide, and although we're not allowed to play Dreadnoughts, we've got to house rule it and get some of these older Dreadnoughts in there, because they would just be so fun to play in this environment. And then you've got the layout with a mission briefing, mission rules, objectives, and so yeah, really cool. I thought there was only going to be one, and I'll turn the page, and there's loads more, so we've got quite a few that we can be going through and playing here. And I'm going to be giving these a go on Monday, so I can't wait for that. I might do another video afterwards, just with my thoughts on how it went, what the play style is like, how these tiles work, and yeah, and go a bit deeper into some of the specific missions. So I'm really looking forward to that. And there's quite a few in here. There's 6 different missions to play all together, and so you've almost got like a mini campaign here, which I think is just brilliant. So yeah, it's worth getting White Dwarf for that. For me personally, I think it's well worth it if you're into playing this new way to play the game. Then we've got Echoes from the Warp. Another nice article hearing from the writers for the rules of the boarding actions. That's cool, and seeing how we can put our armies together. And I'll be doing some lists, some separate videos on different lists for the Space Wolves and other armies. But really nice to see these large pictures with different armies featured. And then we're going to go into some tactics, which is really good, and some rules for the close quarters. So I feel some new rules videos coming on, so we can work through these in detail and see how it plays out on the tabletop. But some nice diagrams in there. Hopefully these are going to be pretty clear. But yeah, I'll act them out on the tabletop as I've done with all the rules for the different games. And then you can see exactly how these rules are going to affect 40k going forward. Then we've got this little section just going into a little bit more detail about the pipeline mission. So really cool, double page spread, seeing that massive battlefield there with the 2 boards put together, 2 sets of terrain. I just think is fantastic. And now we're going to move on to Kill Team with a battle report. Before we do that though, I'd just like to say a huge thank you to my Patreon supporters for helping me to keep going with these daily videos. I really appreciate that support. And if you're a fan of Kill Team, this is going to be a good month to be a Patreon supporter, as there'll be some cool stuff coming later on, some bonuses that you don't know about yet. And that's all I'm going to say right now. But if you'd like to join the Patreon, support the channel, join the community, it'd be awesome to see you there. And I'll put a link in the description down below where you can find out more. Right, now we're back to Kill Team, and this is a battle report for the Deadly Hangar mission. I've played this a bunch of times now, really fun. You can turn the lights on and off, things like that. And yeah, it's a really good one to play. Really interesting, these mechanics they built in. One thing I do find lacking in Kill Team, though, is just the depth of narrative going into these missions, and that's something I want to work on for sure. So look out for that coming soon. But yeah, it needs a bit more narrative, but otherwise really fun missions to play. The terrain is just fantastic. I can't say enough about this Into the Dark setup. I think it's great fun. Then we're on to Kill Team Engage, where we're continuing this campaign with some of the team from Games Workshop putting their armies in and playing this. This is a regular article that we're seeing each month now, so really interested to seeing how that's developed. And the campaign mechanics for Into the Dark are pretty good, and so that's something I want to get stuck into a bit more as well now and do some regular content on that, because I don't think I've explored that side of Kill Team enough by far. I think there's a lot of depth there with just the regular game, but especially with Into the Dark and the campaign options that accompany it. Okay, now we're on to Warhammer Age of Sigmar with another Flashpoint clash, and this is going to be Grots and Skaven. So for me, it's ticking all the boxes. Gloomspike gets in there as well. That's just brilliant. So I'm really happy with everything they're included here. So we're going to get some information about this war zone and what's going on. Then we've got the Flashpoint clash, War in the Mine Warrens. This is an underground mini campaign for Gloomspike Gits and Skaven. So you're going to get everything there, realm rules, all your different rules for fighting the battle, the aftermath, winning the campaign. You got battle plan, everything you expect there. So that's really nice. Happy with that. Then there's Stemming the Tide, Flashpoint Rondhole. We're going to go into some info on that too. So lots of reading for Age of Sigmar. You're looking for some modelling and painting inspiration, then this is a nice article going through some really great models with breaking down the paint guide. You've got Hobby Bingo pullout, and then this is the image, your backdrop if you wanted to use it for photography or anything like that. That'll fit in nicely with my Space Wolves, so that's always good to have. Then we've got 4 more great models there, and loads on this page. Look at this. This is something they're really doing a lot of lately, and I love it. You've got so much good information here to go off. Some great visuals, some great models. Look how they've done this dragon. This is so cool. They've turned Krondis or Karazai into a zombie dragon. So that's brilliantly done. I love that. And it's got all the paints you'll need should you wish to give that a go yourself. Loads more. So yeah, these sections are really good for painting. So really nice to see. Then we're on to Warcry. Look at this. We've got Warriors of the Depths, new background quests and rewards for Idoneth Deepkin Warband. So they're covering everything this month. This is one of the best issues. I keep saying it. It seems to be getting a lot better. Since they changed the format of the magazine, it's been really good. So here you're going to find all your quest rules. You're going to get a quest battle plan. Everything you need to play the Idoneth Deepkin background tables, the lot. Then a little section called Glory Points, which is all about deck building with Grots. And a really nice section for Middle-earth fans. So these, I love seeing these. I don't play the game, but I love the look of it. I love the terrain and the models. And it's great to see that terrain I covered earlier in the week now featured on a battlefield. And so really well put together. And with all those models there clashing like that, it just looks fantastic. So I think really looking forward to seeing when this is out so we can get the actual prices. But doesn't it look good like that on the table? I think that'd be really fun to play on. Great for Age of Sigmar too, not just for Middle-earth. And there's a battle report, so you can have a good read through, see how the game plays. Then into the studio, little look there at some more nice photography. And then as we turn the page, we're going to get Hobby Bingo, which I always forget about. And then some other cool pictures. And next week, or next month, sorry, we've got Board in Action Battle Report. I can't wait for that. That's going to be so fun. And I wonder if they'll be playing the missions that were included here. Probably will. But there we go, that's issue 484 of the White Dwarf magazine. Another brilliant issue, a great start to the year. I really love they've put these tiles in there, tied that into some missions. So for me, just that one small section has made it worth it this month, but there's so much else to like about everything that's included. Loads of background reading. Can't wait to start playing 40k in this new environment. It's going to be great fun. But I hope you enjoyed this video, you got something from it. I hope it's helped you decide whether or not to get an issue this month, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on it, so let me know in the comments section down below. But for now, thank you so much for watching. If you did like the video, please hit that like button, subscribe for more videos like this, and don't forget to hit the notification bell too to join me here next time on Tabletop Skirmish Games.